3B family, this is Sean Frye, 3B Comics signing in. This is the final part of the whyus series on Webtoons. You can check it out as a free series, zombie story. And this is the final one of this little story that I want to tell. This is like the last two, 9 and 10 is like the last two stories of it. The first one is called Day of the Dead, or is it still night? They can't really tell because they're inside of a mountain. And from here, this is where we do like the cool little layouts. This picks up exactly where we left off. The Dr. Lee's whole thing was to get the group there so he can try to get his wife back. They understood what he was doing. And this was the final meetup with him. Sam's trying to eliminate them, and pretty much everybody here in this situation, and that's where he unleashes all the zombies that were trapped in the caverns and stuff that were below the facility. And the group actually gets split up. Jackson and Dr. Lee actually made it to like one of the little trap doors, and they end up slamming behind them, leaving Kelly and Trish in there with the horde of zombies. So the group actually gets split up. Jax doesn't know what to do now that he's got separated from his makeshift new family. So he's dealing with that on top of already losing his brother like early on. So Jax has a lot of conflicting issues right now in this moment, and Dr. Lee's trying to console him a little bit because he knows he messed up. He got them all in that situation. But it was still a chance to try to save his wife, and that was, he knew he needed Jax to help him because he can't do it by himself. And Jax snaps too, and then they go on. Right here, it was like cool little flashbacks I want to do with too. He's flashing back with the characters, how much they've grown on the little journey as a family, like a makeshift family. And if right there, it picks up with Sam and Mrs. Dr. Lee. And like the control room of the facility, and they're just he's doing the whole little villain monologue thing, just setting her up just for the finale of the series, doing the whole villain monologue, telling her pretty much anything's going wrong. She noticed she gets stabbed in the arm. She kind of freaks out. Jack shows up and points a gun to Sam's head and threatens him pretty much to kill him. And from there, Dr. Lee tries to untie his wife, and as they're embracing each other, she ends up biting his neck. Like the little poke in the arm earlier, that was her being infected with the serum. That was like Sam's plan was just to infect his wife with the virus, and now Dr. Lee's also been infected. And that was like the tragic thing with this. It was the tragic love story. They finally got back together, and it ends horribly. Jax freaks out. Sam kind of does a little villainous thing just so he can escape. And right there, that's the cooler cliffhanger I left off on that one. And then as we go into the next one. And for our final one is called Deadening. And then it's called Deadening, or Is It? And this is pretty much the finale of the series so far. And with this one, Sam's running through the building. Jackson ends up shooting him in the back of his shoulder. So now he's bleeding on top of that because Jax slowly was catching up with him. So it's a little rat race inside the facility. They're dodging zombies and trying to dodge each other at the same time. Sam uses the zombie horde as another reason to try to get away again. And the thing was, Jax just was open firing on a bunch of them, and Sam tried to escape one last time as the dastardly villain he was. And the whole thing was just to get up to the rooftop. He had a helicopter on top of the building that he so happily knows how to fly and all that stuff. And that's the whole little villain thing. Tightens up his tie and all that stuff, and then from there he gets stabbed by Trish, who makes her dazzling return to the story, and she gets her final blow in on him. So now he can't move at all, and Jax is so relieved that Trish is alive, and Sam's just sitting there bleeding out. And they embrace because he thought he lost her and stuff like that. So Jax is actually showing his true emotions for her, and she basically informs him that because he want to know that if she's alive, is Kelly alive? But then that's where the next part of the story picks up, where Kelly actually, she didn't make it out of this, because from here she actually got bitten in that horde battle, protecting Trish, and in the last moments they try to embrace each other one last time, and she basically tells Kelly basically tells her to go on, try to find Jax, whoever she can, find them, try to have create a life for themselves and just move on. And then that was like her promise to her, that she was going to try her best to just keep on living, and that was the cool little thing I wanted to do with them. And now that they got their last little minutes in, Sam makes his last little quips at them, and then Jax points out that he has his own problems to worry about now that a zombified Dr. Lee and his wife and pretty much the rest of the horde is coming for him, and they pretty much left him for dead. And this is right here basically the very last part. He actually makes it to St. Louis, and he gets to go to the burial site where his brother was laid to rest. So he finally got that closure that he wanted as a character as he went to the city. And the main thing was, now that he has that closure, now that they can start over and create a whole new life for themselves moving forward. And that's pretty much what the tale was. And they say goodbye to his brother, and then that was where it left off, as the series left off. And pretty much that's what it was called, whyus, because that was the thing, was that was the question that pretty much everybody asks when something tragic happens and they survived it and other people didn't. It was pretty much, that's what I named it. It was whyus. Like, that was the question pretty much everybody asked. Why us? Why me? Why am I here? And that's what pretty much the layout for the whole series. And if you enjoyed this series, thank you so much for checking it out. You can also just go back and flip through it on Webtoons under whyus. Is Zombie Tale, told straight from me. I did all the art, pretty much layouts and stuff like that. This is a labor of love, and I pretty much left it exactly how I first did it back in 2019. And maybe in the future I plan on revisiting this. Probably not with Jackson, Trish. I might follow up with them, see if they still alive and stuff like that. But it's pretty much gonna be a whole new group the next time if I do it, because it's other places, other people that's probably still alive in this world trying to make it through. But I think I might wrap them up just to show them, probably one of them, if I ever do it again, just to show them off one last time. But I was pretty much done with them as characters. I told their story, took them on a nice little journey, got them to their little cliffhangers, wrapped up all of my as best I could at that time as a strong story writer. There's no such thing as a perfect story. You probably have a whole bunch of mistakes, plot holes, all that stuff. But the thing was, it was a labor of love, and I enjoyed every little minute of it. Just telling the story I wanted to tell. And that's pretty much what this series was just a love letter to my love for zombies, and just showcasing what I could do as a writer at that time. And I feel like I've grown so much since then in 2021, and I plan on keep growing from there as with all my other properties and things that I'm working on now. Yeah, so this is Me signing out on this one. Thank you, 3B family. This is Sean Frye, 3B Comics. Signing out. Peace.